Hi guys, so we are back after a long Christmas break.
Sorry for the long hiatus.
So-
We had a lot of things to do.
No worries, Dr. D, Dr. A. So how was your Christmas first of all?
Expensive.
Expensive. Everybody's Christmas is usually expensive.
Yes, but this time it was really expensive because the wife wanted many things.
Really? Alright,
And
well, I
her
won't get
birthday-
into that right now.
And her birthday is next to Christmas as well, so and then
It's not that close to Christmas, it's in January, no?
It's in January.
No, mine's I'm just after Christmas.
Yeah, but
Imagine
yours
me.
can be muddled up with
No
Christmas.
fucking way. No. I always put in a disclaimer. No. Except for me, it's always separate. Christmas gifts and birthday
Smart.
gifts.
Smart.
That's it. So
Smart.
okay, so good overall. And New Year. So another year of COVID.
Yeah.
Maybe things will be subsiding
I think we're
maybe.
seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
slowly. Well, in lots of countries now, it's like people are starting to get super pissed off and tired.
In Sweden, they lifted all of the restrictions.
It's happening here as well next
Yes.
month.
I hope
Just
it's
in-
not just for
Just in time for election.
I hope it's not just
No,
for
no,
elections.
definitely in time for elections. Definitely.
After the elections,
We are on.
we'll see.
You know where we are. So what else? So we'll see how that goes.
Yes.
Might have a war coming out.
Oh, I don't think so.
What?
Between Ukraine and Russia, you mean?
Yeah, you think it's not going to
No,
happen?
It's not gonna happen.
You wanna
That's
bet on
just
it?
one of. All right, we'll bet on it.
We're betting in front of all you guys. So
20 euros.
20 euros. That's a
20
fucking lot.
euros.
Yeah, I'm a poor guy. 5 euros.
5 euros. Okay, 5 euros.
For a nuclear war, man, then I'm maybe alright. 20 euros. Then I don't know if I can catch it out for you. We're all dead.
We're not gonna see.
In World War Three.
We're not gonna see.
So we got that to deal with for this year. Apart from that, everything's alright, hunky dory.
Yeah. All right.
So we needed a bit of hiatus because I definitely had some stuff to sort out in the background. A bit more sorted out now, and you're still kind of recovering from the bariatric
yes.
Well,
Although
kind of okay.
I'm on the
on the mend.
mend now.
Good.
On the straight and
You're
narrow.
looking a bit more, sturdy.
A bit more sturdy now.
Which is good. One other thing we need to say that we have an addition to our subscriber base.
Mm-hmm.
Not by much, but every person is welcome here. So I think the last one who registered with us is Ross Austin. So thanks for joining us, for joining our crew of crazy bastards over here. Hope you'll enjoy the rest of our content and reviews.
Yes.
So speaking of reviews, we have a lot of catching up to do.
Yes.
So today we're going to start with a nice, actually we can do one long video, I would say. We just roll through with it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
So
So
we have-
finish what I have to say, and then you can continue.
No, we'll do 2 book reviews for today, and then next week we will make sure that we do something interesting as well. So to vary it up. Not that book reviews are crap and not interesting. Don't get me wrong. So I have to watch out what I say again now
books
because
are
I'm in front
life.
of the camera. Okay, so what's the first review for today?
All right. So we're going to be talking about James Herriot today, and this is going to strike a lot of bells in a lot of people's minds because
First of all, I didn't vet this because for those who don't know, before we start recording any video, I have to vet it to make sure that it is relatively PC.
okay,
Is this PC or not?
definitely PC.
So no
Definitely.
no race, creed, or whatever thing.
Nothing
in the middle,
like
or
that.
misogyny.
Nothing. Not misogyny. No.
I don't know.
Absolutely not.
Okay,
James Herriot is loved by everyone.
really,
He's a heartwarming
veterinarian.
veterinarian. He's dead now,
Okay.
obviously, and he actually James Herriot is a pen name.
Yeah.
His real name was Alf White, Wight.
Okay.
And he wrote about 60 to 70 years ago. He wrote his books about 60 to 70 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he practically these books are all about his adventures, his misadventures, his exploits,
Okay.
helping bird cows.
So,
and
autobiography.
horses. It's an autobiography.
Yeah,
It's
something I
autobiography.
need to do.
Yeah,
And you should do.
but
You
he
should as well.
had a very interesting life.
Okay.
Because at the start, remember, this was an age before all the formality, all the bureaucracy, all the bullshit that doctors have to go through, all the accreditation that they have to go through. This was a time of enthusiasm.
This was when? In the 30s, 40s?
30s and 40s, 1930s and 40s, before the war.
Just before.
In fact, he was commissioned to go.
And there you go.
He
Hurry up to that.
became a pilot. He became a pilot, but he never actually saw
Was this
combat.
guy British?
British. He never actually saw combat because he was injured, I think. I don't remember
Okay.
correctly because there's a lot of work. He wrote a lot of things. He wrote a lot of work. He wrote a lot of small books which were considered too small for the American market, so they were converted into anthologies, as you can see here. And these anthologies are called All Creatures Great and Small,
Alright, okay.
All Things Bright and Beautiful, All Things Wise and Wonderful, The Lord God Made Them
Okay,
All.
I'll stop you right there with the first one. All Creatures Great and Small. That was a hit TV show in the UK.
Exactly. That's
In the
story of
80s or
history.
90s?
I think they
No,
made a
the
remake.
TV series.
I think they made a remake now. They have a remake in
Of the actual TV show?
Yeah, no, the actual TV show.
Alright. No, I remember that. All Creatures Great and Small.
And this is actually a psalm in the
Shit.
Bible.
Okay.
All the titles of these books together make up a psalm in the Bible.
Okay. Alright.
He took it from the Bible.
Interesting.
And then there's the super anthology, which as you can see, it's a huge book.
It is indeed.
Very small type.
Holy shit.
Very small type.
You need a microscope for that.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
No, because I really, the font is... I don't know if you
Minuscule.
guys can see here.
Minuscule.
Maybe the camera can focus or not, but that's a lot of text on one page.
I actually gave
lot.
a copy of this book to my nephew
Shit, man.
as a gift. He will love it because growing up,
There was at a time when it was costed $2.99.
it cost me more than 60 euros that book to buy.
Alright. Cool.
Books are becoming
Alright.
ever more.
But you know why?
because of
Shipping.
e-books,
Shipping.
shipping.
Shipping. And this year it's particularly gone up. If you check on the usual places where to do online shopping, I'm not going to say which which ones they are.
And many things are getting lost in shipment. Lost, I mean, in inverted commas.
But you know
because
what? But you
they're
know
being
what?
Stolen.
No, but because now I had my experience. You do not do online shopping between December and January.
No, definitely.
This is totally, we're going here at a tangent, but the amount of shit I ordered that never came back, never arrived,
Thank God you have Amazon, which gives you your money back.
but still.
Yeah, but still, you didn't order the money. You ordered the object. So if you didn't get what you ordered, that's a disappointment.
But yeah, so now
right
it's
there.
like I learned a lesson, like don't order anything online between 1st December and end of January.
Start preparing early.
Yes.
For Christmas.
Yeah.
Start preparing early.
Filipino way, September.
Yeah, my God, September.
September. Anyway, we went sidetracked there. So okay, so you have anything like any excerpts or sections that you want to read out, or some particular story from this guy?
I haven't actually highlighted anything from the books, but I can.
Like what makes this guy stand out apart from him having done
his character,
a TV series?
His character. He's so mild mannered and good natured.
Really?
Everybody loves the guy.
It was like Flanders from Simpsons.
Yes, and for instance, he has many.
That can be dangerous.
Many
If you're
anecdotes.
too nice.
They're too nice.
something
He's
wrong.
too nice.
There's
He's too
usually
nice.
something wrong.
No, but this guy's the real thing. He's actually is the real thing.
Okay.
Like when somebody he has anecdotes all over the place, all over the book. He's eminently quotable.
Okay.
The book is filled with exploits and adventures.
Okay.
Like
There's
when-
one in particular maybe that you remember, because I haven't read these.
When a miserly old woman managed to convince them to take her cat to the vet, to the vet, what do you call it?
The veterinarian, the clinic.
To the clinic
Yeah.
for a checkup. And this cat, I remember her name. She was Georgina. This cat was called Georgina.
Okay.
Used all her weapons at her disposal to make their lives a misery during the trip. During the trip, she started shitting, pissing, and scratching everywhere. Where they arrived at the clinic in a woeful state.
In a mess. Yeah.
And all for 10 bob, I think it was. What was all she paid this woman was 10 bob, which would be about, I don't know, €1 or €2 in today's currency.
Okay.
And he describes the life of his colleagues as well, Siegfried and Tristan, which were also pen names. And anyway, that's it. That's it. Practically, all the books are really, really interesting, and once you get into them, you won't. It's the definition of unputdownable.
Okay, all right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So let's see what's on the back here. So all creatures, great and small. James Herriot's warm and funny chronicle of a young vet, beginning his career in the Yorkshire countryside nearly 40 years ago, shines with the storytelling magic that has made him a favorite the world over. Oh, cool. All right.
And it's true, the world over. I mean, his books have been translated into dozens of languages.
Okay. Well, the fact that he's got his own TV series, I mean, that already speaks a lot, and it was really successful. So, so there you go. Hopefully, we get a nice image of it. Yeah. Okay. So, do we have anything lined up apart from that, or?
Well, there is the other book about. Remember when we talked about Vernon Coleman?
The medic?
The disgruntled old man.
Disgruntled old man? He was a medic, no?
Yes, a doctor, a physician. And I've read his second book.
Okay.
Which is more of the same. He's delightful, obviously. He's very, very, very angry.
Okay, all right.
And very upset about everything. This is called Just Another Bloody Year.
Just Another Bloody Year. Okay. Sounds like fun.
Yes. Just a minute while I see if I've highlighted some sections. Popular highlights.
Alright. We do not do editing here. We try and do our best not to do fancy editing, at least for now. Because 1, we're too lazy. 2, it's too much work. Well, it's the same thing actually. No?
Yes.
And 3, we're still learning on it. And 4, I need to find the excuse to get a Mac Mini first. That would probably be the one.
Yeah.
I say, hey, I'll tell the wife, hey, I need a Mac Mini. So
and it's authentic, you know. It's
for my YouTube videos.
You don't see a lot of it on.
Well, it's an investment
on YouTube these days when people are authentic. You know, they're just rifling through their trying to find.
That's one thing that's definitely we are not. We are not fake bastards.
We are not. Fake. We don't have the energy to be fake.
Exactly. That's a very good one. Imagine getting out of a private jet to do these podcasts, to do these videos.
Oh my god.
Or renting out a Ferrari in the background.
Highly unlikely.
Parking it.
Highly unlikely. We would be doing a podcast about the Ferrari probably then.
Oh, man.
And I wouldn't want one anyway. Too much work.
It's too much work. It's too much work for...
And too much worry. I mean, even if you scratch it...
Apart from all that stuff, because obviously if you're going to spend $250,000 on a car, you're going to, take care of it like it's a
baby.
The Holy Grail.
Mm-hmm.
But for example, the batteries in the Ferrari, they drop down after a week. If you don't drive the car in a week, battery's dead.
My God.
1 week. I was like, what the fuck, man?
You would expect better from a Ferrari.
It's the way they're designed.
Mm.
It's the way they're designed. And then don't forget the servicing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Servicing is like way different than any other service.
McLaren send the servicemen overseas to service the cars.
Oh, it's just
I mean, imagine how much.
Yeah, but McLaren, the McLaren cars is like 1 million and all that stuff.
Imagine how expensive.
Mr. Bean has one.
Yes, I know. Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah, Mr. Bean. So
I was thinking about him, in fact, when I said that. He had a court case against McLaren.
Did he?
Yes,
No
because
way.
the car wasn't working properly and he
wanted a refund?
He didn't receive proper compensation.
And he never will.
He did.
He did?
With the court case.
Okay,
He
yeah,
did.
good for him then. All right.
Good for him, huh?
What Mr. Bean won. So you got something there?
The trouble with compulsory corporate niceness, the kind you receive in banks, isn't that it is utterly insincere, but that it prevents voluntary niceness. No one working in a store bothers to be polite or helpful of their own volition these days.
Mm-hmm.
The book is peppered with all these little
He's saying it as
brain droppings,
These are, he is being unapologetically
on PC.
on PC. Yeah.
And he's very on PC, believe
Yeah.
me.
And you remember what I just told you about on PC?
Yeah, that
few
was
minutes ago.
James Herriot, but that was James Herriot. Now this is a completely different animal.
So, all right. What's the next one?
I wanted to explain to him that the only advantage that high street stores have over internet stores is in service and courtesy. I wanted to help him understand that his company's future, already bleak, was dependent upon his ability to persuade customers to find... Oh, what did I do? I fucked things up.
Is it part of the book?
No, I must have touched something. I wanted to help him understand that his company's future, already bleak, was dependent upon his ability to persuade customers to find shopping at HMV a pleasurable experience.
HMV? No, that's
HMV.
bankrupt now.
I know, it's
I miss
bankrupt.
that place.
In fact,
spent
see,
thousands over there.
you're confirming
Thousands.
his thoughts and
I
predictions.
I really miss that place. So.
I used to buy a lot of games.
For those who don't know, it's a British
Master's Voice.
music and video store. So like in the 80s and 90s and even in the early noughties, it was really, really popular in the UK. But yeah, sadly, went bankrupt.
I have some advice for you, I told him. He stared at me puzzled. When HMV goes bust and you find yourself at the job
Which
center,
it did.
I suggest that you look for something that is in the service industry. And in fact, it did go bust, as Duncan confirms. The future offers little more than rheumatism, deteriorating senses, and developing dementia. Never a truer word was spoken. I was 24, and then the next day I woke up and I was 66. What happened? Where did it go? What happened to my hopes and dreams and ambitions? I've been running as fast as I could, but I'm still in the same place. Why have I spent so much of my life dealing with petty irrelevances when the dreams have been pushed aside?
But that is his own bitter regret.
His take.
No, it's not his take. It's his regret.
Yes, his regret.
I mean, if he wanted to do something else in life, he should have just fucking.
He did. He became a writer, but the system crushed him. The system with the bureaucracy, with its many petty irrelevances.
Yeah, but this is the beauty of how things are right now in the digital age.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need that fucking bureaucratic bullshit. If someone wants to write a book now, they just fucking write it and put it on Amazon.
That's what he did.
And
he's getting money from e-book sales.
And that's it. Yeah, e-book sales. You don't need publishers. You don't need anything like that. Okay, you're not gonna have a lot of people to back you up. Like it's a support system.
The problem is
like when you have a publisher,
is the perception.
But
because self-published, anything which is self-made these days is exalted, right? I mean, self-made films.
Yeah, but this is what
that's not the case.
But this is what
books.
they do with papers as well. If an academic paper is published, it doesn't mean that it's fucking perfect either.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
nothing
it means
is
that
perfect.
2, 3, 4 guys who are in the same field have read it, and they kind of agree that okay, it's good enough, we'll pass it. But I've been in this game for a long time, and that's pretty much similar, just on a lower level.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that if it's self-published, that it's not good quality.
No, of
Then
course.
it's down to the reader to decide.
Many books were self-published.
The only thing is that there are still people.
Zola and Kafka published their books.
Yeah, but there are still people who actually, still have the notion that if it doesn't come out from from a reputable,
source.
publishing house, then it's a shit read.
Yes.
That's basically it. That's the problem. But it's slowly changing. It's slowly changing. So, one last one.
It has always seemed to me that the only route to follow is the precarious one of the independent thinker. As an iconoclast, I have always exposed my ideas to the risk of ridicule and dismissal. I have always believed that all good new ideas sound crazy at first. If they don't, then they are probably not very original. And I have always recognized that speaking my mind as chewing conformity is bound to bring resentment and serious opposition. All of these are true.
Yeah, that I agree.
I have always understood that swimming against the current must mean that the journey will be wearying and depressing. I have also known that being original will mean being labeled controversial, and then the conformists will dismiss me as a lunatic. I have always known that standing up and being counted is a dangerous thing to do. But I have not counted on being silenced, stifled, banned so very effectively. I underestimated the power of the establishment that now I understand what Herodotus meant when he wrote, "Of all human troubles, the most hateful is to feel you have the capacity for power and yet no field in which to practice it."
Okay.
I can sympathize with H.G. Wells, who at the end of his life cried out in real pain, "God damn you all. I told you so."
Well, that's an interesting way to go, yeah. Fuck you all.
Famous last words. God damn you all.
Fuck. Okay.
He has about 7 books, 7 of these diaries, and all of them are a cracking good read. So I recommend him heartily to you.
Okay.
To our viewers.
Cool.
And the books are very, very cheap on the internet. You can buy them for $2.99 each.
So mention the name again for the viewers.
His name is Vernon Coleman.
Vernon Coleman. So if you check it to our playlist, we have another video dedicated to him. Okay, if you want to get some more details and some of the books,
yes.
There's some links there already. So
I don't think I will be making more reviews of the other books because they're more of the
I
same.
think we've covered them enough. Yeah.
Unless there's something particular.
Interesting read for someone who is a bit independent and wants to find like-minded opinion, so to speak.
That's right.
Cool.
Right. And anecdotes, plenty of anecdotes.
Yeah, I can imagine. All right. So I think that wraps it up for the first video of 2022. Yeah?
Is it? Really?
It is.
My God.
From us, yeah. So...
We have been lazy.
We have been. We've been busy. We've been busy. But we'll stick to be more consistent. Don't worry. So thanks again for watching, guys. And hopefully see us again very soon this time.
All right.
Take care.
May your God be with you.
Indeed. Bye.